Test, test, check 1, 2. You know you need unique New York. You know you need unique New York. Does that sound all right? Ah, that's better. You can always tell something's missing when you get isolated results. Like AI that's only right for one of your systems. Get AI that can work across your data and applications. Learn more at IBM.com. The AI built for business. IBM.
Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
Perspective is one of the most powerful superpowers we have. It's actually the experience in which we're living. Perspective is a strength. Perspective is a superpower. Perspective is a thing that if you can take control of, if you can harness your perspective, you can move through life and have everything that you desire. My name is Henry Lawrence, and welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast. In this episode, we're going to talk about the power of perspective and how you can use it to not just make it through things, but receive the light every single time. Make sure to listen all the way through, because at the very end, we're going to take a deep, healing, meditative breath to help us align on this message so we can move forward throughout the day. Perspective is powerful. And one of the perspectives that we need to have is that we are the rising tide that lifts all ships. So if there's something impactful in this message, if there's something that gives you a different view on life, a different view on yourself, leave a comment. Your comments matter. No matter where you're watching this, no matter where you're listening to this, they matter. People read it and it helps them see differently. So add your input, add your value, and let's grow together. Whatever situation you're facing in, I know that there are some where you don't see the light. There's stuff that happens that's irreversible, that's hard, that will take your soul from you because it's so painful. It doesn't change the power of perspective. As you perceive the world, you will receive it every single time. It doesn't mean that bad things don't happen to good people. They absolutely do. Some of the best people that have all the right intentions, to have the kindest hearts, do all the things, have some of the hardest things happen to them. But their experience in it is dependent on their perspective. As you see something, you will receive it. You have to understand that. And when you start moving through life with that understanding, you can manually start making a shift. You can manually start making a shift to see what you want to see in something. So when you make the perspective shift that everything is for you, that something that happens is always for your growth, that there's always something that brightens within you when you make it through the other side. There's always something that uplifts within you and make it the side. Like when you start making that your perspective in which you want things to be, then it will. You become unstoppable. It doesn't mean you won't fail in life, and it doesn't mean that things won't work out or that you won't accomplish it. Like, we don't know what will happen. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. The results are not guaranteed. The experience is, though. As you experience, you can control. You are an infinite being within you, and you view things in this life, but that viewing is the frequency within you. Like how you see something. If you can psych yourself up in your mind with, I am loved, I'm healing, this is good, I'm powerful, I can do anything, I can see anything, I can perceive anything, I can make it through anything, I can make the good from any situation, I'm impossible to stop, I can do all these things. Like when you start pumping yourself up with that, you're going to start seeing the world as that way. And then when you see the world that way, even if there's just a 0.001% of good in something, you'll be able to see it. And what you watch, you expand. It expands in this life. So it's not about like taking the worst thing that ever happened to you and saying, look how great this was. It's about in every situation, seeing how something was powerful. It doesn't mean you ignore the bad. It doesn't mean you don't talk about what hurts you. It doesn't mean you ignore the things that are bringing you down. Like, I know those are there and you're going to face them, but face them as someone that sees light in every situation versus someone that just sees a wall, that just sees failure, that just sees letdown, that just sees hurt, that just sees karma. That's how you should be facing it. And when you do that, everything starts changing. You will have your heart broken. You'll have your mind broken. You'll have your soul broken. You'll have your body broken. Those things are guaranteed in this life. But what can start to shift is how every time something happens to you, you grow. Every time something happens to you, you change. Every time something happens to you, you evolve into the next level. That's what it starts being. And that's a powerful, powerful thing. And so why wouldn't you do this way? Like, why wouldn't that be the choice that you make? You've been doing it the way that you've been doing it so long, but yet you're tuned into something called the Positive Mindset Podcast for a reason. It's the reason to make a shift. And I can tell you right now, I do not know all the answers. A lot of the things that I'm making these episodes on are things that I'm learning the hard way often. I'm not perfect. I have not solved everything. There's so many things within me that still need to grow and still need to heal and still need to exchange. But we are doing this together. At no point is it time to start. It's always now. The universe is always giving you these things to learn, to grow, to expand every single time. But yet we react. We shrink. We operate as the old version of ourselves. We do it again and again, but it's never too late. No matter what has happened, yes, the result that you must wanted may not be there. You may not get the thing that you desired. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. But if it was worth having, then what you would have had is worth being. Right? Whatever thing that you desired, whatever thing that you wanted to have within your hands, have within your experience, anything, whatever it is, if it was worth becoming that person to have it, even if you can't have it anymore, it's still worth becoming that person. So if you were going to create a job, a career, an experience, like whatever it is, if that was your goal and then something happened where you couldn't have it anymore, for sure, like the opportunity for it is gone. The perspective should be, hey, thank you. Because now I see that this version of me is still worth being. And then you start doing it without attachment. Then you start doing it without expectation. Then you start doing it because it's who you are. And so when you start doing that, the world will start to change you. And the thing maybe that you thought you would get, it'll still come. It might be in a different form. It might be in a different situation. It may not look the same as you thought, but the law of attraction says like attracts like. So the calling to get to that place will always be there. And so when you get to the place, you will see what's meant to be there for you. That's how it goes. And if you start perceiving the world this way, it's going to give you freedom. Again, it doesn't mean things aren't going to happen to you. You are going to cry. You're going to hurt. You're going to not be able to breathe. Like those things are still going to happen, but they're not going to define you. Do you know how good it feels to still be able to see something good in any situation? It's powerful, but it's also a choice. You can easily go into the negative. You can easily go into the pain. You can easily go into those things because that's what this world is. It's a low-level frequency place. This is not heaven. This is a place for growth. This is a place for pain. This is a place for us to figure out what we want to be because it's not comfortable all the time. Things do fall apart. You do have the wrong timing. You do have the wrong place. You do have all those things. Like it happens. But when you can shift your perspective, you shift you. Right? It's not about just seeing the good in everything. We see as we are. So by learning to see certain things, eventually we realize that becomes us too. And that's a really powerful thing when we start realizing like, oh, I don't just see the good in the world. I am the good. I don't just see the patience. I am the patience. I don't see the love. I am the love. And you start applying it and applying it, applying it. And it fills you up within. It gives you power within you. Everything is worth fighting for. But don't chase it. Don't force it because that's not who you want to be. You don't want to be somebody that's forcing positivity, that's forcing results, that's forcing those things. You want a person that is those things. You realize that no matter how negative you are right now, you could find something good. You could. You also have to realize no matter how much pain you're in right now, you could find something that's healing. You could. It's a choice not to. The choice isn't fair. You have to understand that there's people that are listening to this podcast right now. They're just having a hard time in school. Right? They're trying to study. They're trying to collect in school. There's some people listening that are maybe might lose their home. They don't have any money. Something happened. They lost a job, like the extreme. Maybe someone just lost a family member, a friend. They passed away. Maybe they found out some news about themselves that they're not going to live much longer. And then someone else just found the podcast and life is peachy. Right? We're all in different places. And so we can't compare the hurt that someone else is going through, the journey that someone's going through. We can't compare to those things. We can't. We just look at ourselves and understand that these truths are true. If I want to feel this way, I must become this way. And your journey is your journey. And ultimately, there's a saying, if it's meant to be, it'll be. I don't know if it's truthfully like that, but the laws of the universe says like attracts like will always be the case. So as you are, you will receive. If you are unaligned, not in your truth, not in the things, and you're acting, you realize that you can move through your life and be just almost there, 98% there. That 2% will bring you down because you start feeling so good about all the things you're doing. You didn't have the right perspective. Look through the pain to grow. Look for the hurt to expand. Look for those things to become the highest version every single time, because perspective is always your way out. It's always your way up. It's always your way into the next life. It's always the truth. Doesn't mean we ignore the bad. It just means we expand the perspective in which we wish to expand. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep breath. As we breathe in, let's tap into that perspective. So pick a perspective that you want. Love, joy, healing, abundance. Just pick it. As you're breathing in, say that over and over and over. Forgiveness, patience, kindness, whatever it is. Say that word over and over and over in your mind. As you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, anything that doesn't resonate with you will leave you. Are you ready? Let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. Everything is happening for you, my friend. And to that statement right there, that's something I've been adding to this podcast a lot more, saying that everything's happening for you, because it is. But it really is. I don't know if you truly understand that, but everything is happening for you to a degree which you could never understand. The amount of work, the amount of structure, the amount of just design that this universe has for you is really hard to understand. It's really hard to receive. It's really hard to believe that all this is happening for you, but it really is. So don't give up. Keep moving forward and become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and will give you a different perspective on whatever it is that you're going through. I hope it helped you make a shift. I hope you felt something in this one, and I hope you apply it, because there is a light in whatever situation is, and you are it. Finding it will grow it within you. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single one, make sure you just subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the email list. Just lock in so you don't miss a single one, and we can continue to grow together. Also, share it. If there was something good in here and you share it, it could impact somebody else. So share it, and let's continue to do that. You can also join the new community, The Shift. I'm actually going to be posting in it right after I make this podcast, this episode right now. As soon as it's finished, I'm going to make a post, and it's going to be in alignment with this, where we can go deeper, have the conversation. Like, it's really, really good. So click that link, join, and start growing together. It's completely free for founding members. And if you join right now, you're a founding member. So become a part of it. Let's shift together. And if you've been listening to these episodes and you want to connect, you're thinking, I want to take my life to the next level. I want to lift my system up. I want to become the sunken version of myself. I want to shift. I want to do this. I want to do this. Let's connect. There's a link in the bio. When you schedule that, when you click that, it's with me, just me. When you do it, I'll get your information. I'm going to shoot you a message. That way we can start the conversation from from me. It's going to be directly from me. We start the conversation. And then when we hop on that call, we're going to go over some powerful tactics that I use with my clients, with people that are making tremendous change, changing their life, changing their finances, changing their health. All of them are happening. Let's connect on that. It's time. You know it's time. Click the link, get on the schedule, and let's make the shift together. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.